Well, here we are. It is, let's see here, the 31st of March. I'm hanging out in the side hustle, doing some EMS on the construction site. As you can see, all the EMS-y stuff going on. And I wanted to give a face-to-face update on 2026 because really, this has been harder than I thought. Now, I don't mean a little harder. I mean, like, this is one of those things that looks simple from the outside, but once you're in it, it's different. And by that, I mean my debt-free journey. Because from the outside, getting out of debt looks like this clean, straight path. You make a plan, you stick to the plan, you pay things off, and life just kind of cooperates. But that's not real life. And real life is messy. Real life doesn't care about your budget. Real life doesn't care that you made a spreadsheet in January and said, this is the year that everything changes. And here's what I've realized over the last, I'd say 4 weeks, especially because March, it was very difficult to sit down and record a video. You can be doing everything right, and you can still feel like you're falling behind. You can be disciplined, and you can still get hit with things you didn't plan for. You can be, I've got paint on my fingers. I was working on some stuff outside the house yesterday. You can be motivated and you can still be tired. And that's where I found myself this month, March 2026. Not quitting, not giving up, but realizing like this is harder than I thought. So I wanted to come in and just do a face-to-face video. This is the second face-to-face video all year. Normally I just kind of do the perspective from a desk and just kind of show a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm the Debt Free Firefighter. I'm on a mission to be debt-free by 2033. And the truth is I'm on track. But walking this out day to day, man, that's a different story. So I want to just give a quick catch up on all of this. It's been a very busy week. I haven't even put a razor to my face. I'm off from the firehouse for a few days, so I don't have to shave, right? So here I am just hanging out. I want to talk about January and February. I was on fire, like stepping on the gas, locked in, focused. I had a plan and I nailed it. I had 2 full months of solid budgeting, awesome extra overtime between my 2 jobs. And for 3 months, like I didn't even touch the credit card. That's progress, that's momentum. And then March showed up, like reality showed up. Not bad, just busy. Taxes came back, so there were a couple wins in there. The septic tank needed pumping, so I took care of that. Air conditioner needed servicing, so I took care of that. A few extra bills popped up, and just like that, the budget got stretched. Bills I didn't necessarily plan for. I had to head up north. I am helping my parents during this time of their lives. They're almost 70. My dad's had some medical issues. My mom was just diagnosed with dementia. And everything shifts in those moments, right? It's harder to stay focused. That's the reality of where many of us are. If I'm being honest, there were some losses too, right? There was some overspending in a few areas, groceries, just a few areas I didn't quite anticipate. I let a few things slide. I didn't stay quite as locked in. And that's frustrating because the reality is this, I know what to do. I've proved it to myself for weeks. But life makes it harder. And this is what people don't always show, right? The messy months. I mean, when I started off this whole debt-free journey, I was spending maybe 3 hours every day watching YouTube videos of debt confessions and people budgeting. And I was like, man, there I am. And life got busy. I don't have time for that, right? You don't see the messy months and the stretched months and the budget mess ups. And this is the journey. And I want to record these things for my own accountability because there will be months like March. There will be months like January and February where everything feels easy. And the easy months build momentum and the hard months build discipline. So I'm thankful for March because it built discipline. You need both. So here we are, just on the cusp, I love that word, of April. I have a couple videos planned for April. I'm not going to tell you what they are in case they don't quite work out. Some of them will be my April budget. Some of them will be my kind of plans for the future as far as stuff I wanted to do in March but never got done. But I'm in April. I'm not starting over. There's no way I'm starting over, but I'm just adjusting. I'm still on track. I'm still moving forward. So I want to talk about April and May for a few minutes because this is where things matter for me. April is, it's busy. It is busy between my main job, my side job, Easter at church. I oversee kids ministry stuff, getting the garden in, getting the yard ready. Like, April is busy. I put in my calendar family time because if not, it won't happen. So this is where I decide, like, is a hard month going to slow me down or sharpen me? So April is about getting back to the basics, right? Not stopping at the gas station for a cup of coffee just because I'm tired and I ran out of time. Setting my coffee pot the night before. Tightening the budget again. Being intentional with every dollar. Getting focused. Not trying to be perfect, just being consistent. And May is about keeping momentum going because May is tough. I am already looking at May, wondering how I will make everything fit. There's nothing I can do to adjust May. I've got to work my shifts in the firehouse. I need to work my side hustle to make the extra income I need on this debt freedom journey. But I've got a ropes class for the fire department. I've got a recertification class for the fire department. I've got some family needs. My daughter has a ballet recital, 2 ballet recitals, 2 of them. And I don't miss those things, right? I will take time off from work to be there. So May is about keeping that momentum rolling. And the thing is, you get to a month like March and it's so easy to quit. It's so easy to say, oh man, you know what? We're just living paycheck to paycheck again. And the thing is, I'm actually not living paycheck to paycheck, which is awesome because January and February were so beneficial for me that had March happened without January and February, I would be living paycheck to paycheck. I wouldn't have any room at all. I would be pulling out that credit card at the grocery store and just saying, hey, I'll pay for it next week. So it's awesome because March, I didn't fall apart. I held it together. It wasn't pretty looking, but I held it together. And I'm at the end of March and I've come out stronger. I'm more aware. I'm more disciplined. So I'm looking at April and May as a rebuild and not starting from zero, but building from experience. So what will you see in the next couple of months? Less of my face. I only do this very little, very infrequently, but more real numbers, more breakdowns. I don't mean I'm breaking down, but I'm breaking down more budget things and delving a little bit deep as I tweak my budget and I lay out my maintenance plan. And I record these things because it keeps me accountable, right? It's not just me saying, hey, I have 3 vehicles that need to be repaired. I'll figure it out. It's me literally sitting down and saying, hey, here's how I'm going to make it work. I plan on doing a slightly small change to my recording schedule. I'd still like to do 4 videos a month, but maybe not every single Sunday. In January and February, I tried to launch one every single Sunday. I may record ahead and then put it out on Sunday. I just have to adjust, just like my budget, just like life. And it's not about being perfect. My journey as the Debt Free Firefighter is not about being perfect. It's about staying in the fight. And I think as we hit March, the end of March, and as we go into April, it's about staying in the fight, showing up, even when it's messy, even when it's frustrating, even when it's harder than you thought, even when you're tired of opening your bank account and tracking your expenses. I'm the Debt Free Firefighter, and I'm not quitting. So if you're with me on this journey, stick with me, get after it, right? Just get after it because we have a whole bunch going on. So my normal videos are about 15 minutes long. This is 10. This is like my 10 minutes at the end of March of letting you know I am here. I'm in the fight. We're crushing it together. The goal is debt free by 2033. There's a lot coming up, okay? I've got a family vacation in June to celebrate my 20th anniversary. How am I paying for it? It's almost all paid for already. That's awesome, right? I've got my kids' birthdays coming up in July and October. I've got my wife's birthday in August. I've got another trip planned, like a family trip in September, to see my mother as a family whose dementia is getting a little bit worse. So, big plans ahead. Stay tuned. The plan is we're not going into debt to take care of it. We're taking care of the debt. Keep on joining me.